Right, okay, we're streaming. I don't know how loud I'm gonna actually have to talk throughout this whole thing. So I'm just gonna have to be quite loud. So if I end up blowing out your eardrums, don't be surprised. Which one did I choose? Was it this one? I can't remember. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. It's a Fred Holmes. Yeah, because you're a torpedo man and I just made you a mechanic. Right, okay, so we're currently sitting at 20,000 tons. And yeah, we're off to our next mission, which is AM18, which is Northwest Britain. Well, next to Northwest Britain. That actually makes it a lot easier, because then I can also just go straight to AM53 right after, and that in and of itself will then make it a lot easier, because yep, there it is. Hello! Fuck you. The audio may be a bit fucked, actually. Can't wait to edit this fucking piece of shit, because that's definitely not going to be absolutely blowing out my ears. Hope you're doing well today, bro. Been watching you for years on and off. Thank you, mate. What was your first video you watched? Was it Hoi 4 Day by Day? And if so, which day was it? Oh god. But no, seriously. Thank you. So the plan is I've got an idea for the strategy that I'm gonna do. Hoi 4 Day by Day, I think back in 2012. Huh. Neat. You were sending volunteers to China, I believe. 2022. Huh. Wow, you've been around for a while, bruv. God damn. Well, don't you worry, the Hoi 4 series is about to end, so don't worry. The suffering will end soon. But yeah, thank you for the support, mate. Alright, I do appreciate it. I really do. Right, so the strategy with this game, I have thought of it because again, if I fuck up, I die. So if I don't fuck up, I don't die, and that means we don't have to then restart. So what I'm going to do is the priority of this thing is survival first, sinking second. Right, so that'll basically mean we're going to have the idea is we're going to let targets live, because in return I then don't die. Fairly easy. I really should have switched my port to Wilhelmshaven, actually. I'm gonna have to do that. Remind me to do that when I get back to port. I'm hoping that this stream is going to be quick. I'm hoping it'll only last like an hour and a half, because I actually do have quite a lot to do. I have things to do today. Things. So, yeah, but like, I'm hoping it's going to be a quick stream. It shouldn't be that hard, alright? It's 1939, you know what I mean? Alright, so, yeah, survival first, sink the ship second, and that means I'm going to be quite cautious. Which is quite unusual for me, because I'm usually like a hyper-aggressive submarine captain. If I spot a ship, that ship is being sunk. And if it's a big target, yeah, like, fuck, I'm giving that thing up. But in this game, I can't really do that, because, again, yeah, this game is unforgiven, right? This game is like, you know, in Dark Souls, right? I've played Dark Souls 3, and it's the only other game that I would consider harder. At least in that game, you go in and you know what you're doing, right? It's incredibly challenging, but it is usually just a case of, you know, you do a couple of things, you fuck around, you have a great time. In this game, it's like one mistake and you're dead. Right? In the early years, you can get away with a lot. Right? I've been spotted. I've been attacked by destroyers. I've been attacked by bombers, and you know you get away with most of that. In the later years, if you're attacked by a bomber or you're attacked by a ship, fuck! That happens, you're as good as dead. I actually remember a game where I was playing as the Type 9C, which is a submarine, which is a bigger submarine basically, but it has a really long range. And I was around about here. I was around this area, and I encountered a convoy. And the problem with convoys in 1943, which was the year I was in, is that by that point, destroyers and aircraft have radar, and radar detects you without you realizing it. So most of the time, a destroyer will spot you before you even noticed. Anyway, so that's how I stayed under attack by 3 destroyers for 3.5 hours, just constantly shitting myself. It was like, you know, I would maneuver, go to observation periscope, look around, maneuver, go to observation periscope, maneuver, yada yada yada, rinse and repeat for 3.5 hours, and eventually the destroyers left me alone. I somehow got away with no damage. I don't know how I managed that, but I guess that's how RNG works in this game. Sometimes you get out of a situation that should have killed you, and other times you sneeze wrong and your hull collapses. God, it's weird to think that, you know, I sent volunteers to China in Hoi 4 day by day about a year and a half ago now. No, it wasn't a year and a half ago, it was 2.5 years ago now. Because if I remember correctly, that happened on a day like 1,000. Jesus. That is ridiculous. And then, just a year after that, I then invaded Japan myself, because it was more convenient than letting them live. The irony is always palpable. 15 meters a second. Fucking hell! Oh god. Oh jeez, yeah. I love this. Look how fucking sway this periscope is. This is going to be so much fun trying to target something. It's better than having fog. Right, it's better than having heavy fog, because at least with rough seas you can spot shit. In fog, forget it. Although, to be fair, which one would you rather have? The ability to shoot targets, but you're going to need God's luck, or the inability to shoot targets, but in reality you're able to at least attack. I don't know. It's just not fun either way. It's not fun. You lose either way. You're fucked. Approaching Scapa Flow. Usually this area is actually pretty good for fighting big capital ships. If you want to find a battleship, just go around all around here and just keep doing that until you find them. If you go into Scapa Flow itself, you can find ships. That's how I sunk the illustrious fleet carrier last time. Is that not a port? I never noticed that. Oh my god. Usually they have a port like that. Why the fuck does Scapa Flow of all things not have a...
Ship spotted. Bearing 334.
Long range. Bro, how am I meant to shoot this thing? How am I meant to shoot in this weather? Oh god. You forget how good stabilization is until you turn it off. I'm just going to have to get really, 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 really close and just shoot at point blank range, because I don't really have another option. Should I restart if I miss? Honestly, nah. If I miss, I'll miss. Alright, I'll do it like that. If I miss the torpedo, then I'm not going to bother shooting another one. I'm not going to bother restarting the entire game. I'll just continue on my voyage. Or I could just fire 2 to make sure I hit. C2, come here. Alright, we've been spotted. That's a bit fucking far. I'm guessing that's about 1,000 meters. Which would mean that if I wanted, I'm guessing it's around there. Let's go to 30. Let's go! We didn't set the depth. Oh my god, that is... Wow, okay. Brilliant shot. Yeah, tell me about it, bro. I was not expecting that. God damn. Oh, wow. Well, that's our first kill. A C2 cargo. Return to course. And let us continue on our voyage. So, first kill of the voyage. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what this is.
Ships spotted.
Small merchant. You know what? Yeah, I'm willing to take that. Also, the camera's gone fucky wucky. Let me just do something quickly. I'm just going to reload. Wait, does that work? No, that doesn't work. Of course it won't. I thought I could just be lazy. I could not. So, next is the small merchant, which is about 2,200 tons. No, it's about 2,000. Is it? 1,800? No, it's not 1,800. Hang on. I really need to reload that. Here it is. About 2,300. Cool. 348. It's coming straight at me. Which really throws my aim off. Well, there you go. We'll get close like last time and then we'll shoot another torpedo. And I pray to all that is holy that we manage to hit it. I just need to reload that thing. I'm also going to go ahead and move the external reserve to internal because that takes about an hour and it is not a fun time when you forget and you need it. So let's just move forward, move forward, move forward, move forward. The good news about this is that a C2 takes 2 torpedoes at least if you don't get lucky. This thing requires 1. The problem is that it is head on with me, which means I can't shoot it because the goddamn... Stop the ship, right? We're going to stop the ship and then we're going to watch it. Am I actually going to have to shoot its keel? I can't. Have you seen the weather? No, absolutely no one has eyes. It's too close. It's far too close. That. Fast. That was far too heavy. Whoops. No, it wasn't. Oh, I am just... Oh, wow. I've never seen the ship sink like that. I've never hit it on the stern and then it rips itself in half. It must have been carrying some explosive cargo, though. Anyway, that's our second victim. Whoopee! Yippee! 2-1 ready, sir. You see what I mean? That takes 2 hours! Holy shit! Christ almighty. Fucking, oh my god. Yeah, inexperienced crews, they're not fun. Like, you have like 3 settings. It's, what is it? Recruit, standard, veteran. Right? Recruit, suck. Now, why is that? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to fucking... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to reload it, but no. Nope. Bombers had some other plans. Oh my god, this season is so rough. God damn, bro. Oh my god! Did you see the depth? Holy shit! Oh my lord above! We need to go down to 25. Oh, warship. Warship jacket, fuck it out. Is that thing sinking? Oh my god! I think it's taken on so much water. That is oh. That's the ship I spotted. Bruh. Nope. Nope, I spotted a coastal merchant. Really? I haven't got a watch officer. That's why he's not telling me where the fuck it is. When did that happen?
Yes, sir.
48. Oh yeah. Am I gonna bother attacking it? How many torpedoes do I have left? 10. 12. Would it even be worth it? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna let that one live. This one time I'm gonna let it go. Alright, because we're gonna go into AM52. I'm expecting good weather in that region. And AM52 is just a lot better. Like, it's just a lot better when it comes to hunting ships. So today, and only today, I'm going to just leave it. Let it be, let it go, and move on. How have I been spotted? How on God's green earth? So the C2 spots me at literally point blank. The small merchant doesn't spot me until literally being like... In fact, I don't even think it spotted me. And then we have this thing who has Superman. Superman has perfect vision, right? I sure fucking hope he does. Jesus Christ. How am I gonna use this? Really? Oh. Stupid. It's what, about 1,300 meters? I'm guessing the speed is about 4 knots. Am I really going to do it though? No, I'm not going to do it. It's just too expensive of a shot, I'm sorry. Oh, wrong button. Wrong fucking button. I was supposed to press goddamn periscope depth because I'm an idiot. I'm just going to dive just to make sure that time can go quicker so we're not here for the next 15 hours. waiting for some fucking doodally fucking bullshit to go by, you know what I mean? Look at that beauty. God, you can tell how rough the ocean is. I mean, have you seen us? We are going up and down like it's a fucking rave. Did we have any hydrophone? No, nothing. I think that destroyer may have sunk. Like, unironically, I think that destroyer may have sunk. Yeah, no, that's not working. We're just gonna have to surface and just leave via the most painfully slow method that has ever been methoded. Yeah, I will admit, this is one of the more painful parts of the game, where you decide, hey, how about instead of doing X, Y, and Z, I'll do Y. When you decide to do something where it's like, I want to save a torpedo, but you have no way of actually killing the ship, it's like, sometimes it can do this, and my goodness, it can be painful. Alright, that 2 minutes has felt like an eternity. How the fuck does the game manage to fuck with your perception of time this much? I have no idea. It's probably just because I've been going at 1024, so now that we're going literally slower than a fucking snail's pace, you know. Have you seen our depth meter? We've gone down to 10 meters by accident. Oh my god. How long does it take to fuck off? There you go. So, let's have a look. 262, which means it's gonna be about another 10 days. 10 and a half days. Not half bad, actually. I cannot see fucking shit because I have my lights on. Okay, so it's right there. I need to be a bit quieter because I'm actually leaning straight into the mic, and if I shout here, I'm probably going to blow all of your headphones right off. Bruh. Absolute bullshit. I was bro tired. Bro barely worked a shift. We'll put you back. Now we need to figure out what we're going to do with a cargo ship. We need to get close, and then we'll do the exact same thing that we have done every other time so far, which is torpedo it at point blank, because if I miss a torpedo at this fucking thing, then my god, that is a waste and a half. Would a magnetic detonator even work in this context? I mean, it could. It really could. But I don't actually know. Because it's like, on one hand... I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I really am not. Yeah, but then again, the angle of it is so sharp that it is absolutely ridiculous. It would never explode. Let's try it. Let's give it a mag. We'll call it mag. Let's see if it would work. 8.5 meters. Fire. Wow, the seas are off. Yeah, and I forgot about that. The magnetic detonators are extremely unreliable in the early game. Wait. They've all been set to magnetic. Okay, so fuck me, I guess. Should I bother using another torpedo? Yes. No, that was not what I wanted to fucking press. 8.5. There's literally no way that this can be fucked up, man. We are as point blank as we can get. I'm not even I'm just gonna go back to mag and just pretend we did. Just pretend I didn't do that, okay? Just pretend that didn't happen. Great game, haven't seen it in ages. Yeah, honestly, this game is slaps, honestly. Alright. Second favourite game of all time, hands down, absolute cinema. Right, so, we learnt the mistakes of what we did last time. We trusted the game. So, what we're going to do, we're going to instead do this. No, stop! Stop! Bitch! Stop! No! Just... my fingers, they're so fucking fat. They hit everything that is not what I want. Right. I couldn't fuck this up if I tried. I fucked it up. Okay. You know what? Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Right, I can't be arsed. I'm not spending another torpedo. I'm not wasting our time, and I'm not going to spend another torpedo trying to hit something. I'm just going to accept the L, and I'm just going to move on. Because, you know... part of the fun of this game is that role-playing aspect of it, being that you're in a submarine. Ooh! It's like, you know, if you take that away, it kind of loses all and any urgency in your ship. It's like, oh my god, I wasted a torpedo. Do not fear, let's reload. And it's just kind of like, you know, it takes away from that aspect where it's like, oh my god, I'm a submarine captain. You get what I mean? Yeah, sometimes this game can be a real bitch. Especially when you accidentally fire a torpedo. Seriously, game? Stop shouting. God damn, bro. You are not the main character. Current depth 10 meters. Was it a hurricane? Yeah, it was a hurricane. It's basically the only aircraft that exists in this year. As we go along, we'll encounter more. Eventually, we'll get to the Sunderland search plane, which comes out in 1942. And that is by far my favourite aircraft, because it is big, it is slow, and it is bulky. It never drops its bombs. It's slow, which makes it incredibly easy to hit. And it's incredibly large, which, again, makes it easy to hit. Alright? Trust me, Sunderlands are so much fun to shoot down. I love murdering aircraft. Seriously?
Yes, sir. Periscope deck.
absolute bullshit. Yeah, I prefer underwater anyway. You better get used to it because that's basically 1942 onwards. Alright, you go underwater, you surface, you get detected by aircraft, you go back underwater. Rinse and repeat. And in 1944, aircraft have nighttime capabilities, which basically makes it impossible to stay on the surface for any longer than a couple of hours. It is not a fun time. The rest of this voyage should be rather simple though. We'll reach this zone in around a day, and then AM53 in a couple of days, and then we can go back home, switch our base to Wilhelmshaven, and then we can relax, and I can end the stream, and then I can do some stuff that I need to do because stuff. Coastal Merchant. I've already wasted a torpedo on the Ceto. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually just gonna leave it alone. Oh my god. Coastal Merchant, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them alone. Because otherwise it's just god damn this fucking ocean! And it puts me at 32 anyway. Fuck you! I don't actually know if my mum isn't home. I don't think she is. I'm praying she isn't, because if are you kidding me? Because if she is, she's gonna murder me. Either that or she'll think I'm being murdered. How's the ship creaking? We're at 25 meters. What's the water pressure down here? God damn, bro. Gonna go surface. It's just, oh my god! Do you understand the concept of moving the crew over automatically, my man? Like, Jesus Christ. Bros, I've never understood the idea of walking. That's the only thing being a bitch right now. Low-key for real. I don't even know what that fucking means, honestly. Low-key. Low-key. I think it just means like, what? It's low-key real, man. Like, yeah, you're right, or something. Low-key. I don't know what that means, actually. I've heard it. Let me look it up. It's bugging me now. Low-key. Okay, he's a rapper. To some extent. Ah! On a small scale, rather than involving a lot of activity or being made to seem impressive or important, and also to some extent. That makes sense. Come on, please hurry your ass up! 5,069. Oh my god, it's there. I've just seen it. All the way over here. It's the fucking Coastal Merchant. Go fuck yourself. I hate these things. Not worthy of being sunk because they're not as big as a C2, but they're just a massive pain in your ass. Come on, ship. You know you want to leave. What is going on with current viewership at the moment? Sweet lord. I've seen it go from 3 to 5 to 0 in a matter of a minute. Does anyone even care anymore? Would anyone even know? I don't fucking know. Would anyone even know? Yeah, that's brilliant English, Fred. Smooth sailing. The weather is still atrocious. I mean, actually, it's not nearly as bad as it could be. Right? At least it's not fog. At least I can see stuff. Wow, I never noticed that. Let's get some tunes in, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I muted the music in this game. Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and send it. Keep up the good work. Thank you. But yeah, if you send contact reports or patrol reports, you get renowned for that, I think. That's at least what my dad told me. I don't actually know if he's telling the truth. I don't know if he's actually mistaken or if that's true, though, to be honest. I think it is. But I don't know. I've never tested it. I'm going to have to test it at some point. I might as well. I've got nothing better to fucking do, you know what I mean? Oh. Oh, damn. That's actually near me. Mmm. Let's have a look, shan't we? I'm going to set my course to be this. Hopefully, it will mean that I can go here, and then when they're around, they should be around here. They're going to be around there. And then when they get, okay, there they are. It's actually a bit off. I want to be over. Shit! Fuck you. Oh, I hate when I do that. I fucking hate when I do that. You know what? Fuck it. Just go forward from there. Alright? How about that? How about just do the one thing you're good at? Going forward. Convoy should be around about here, actually. So, now it's just a matter of time before I encounter it. Hello. Hello, mate. How have we missed it? How did we miss it? Oh, of course! Of course it's fucking heavy fog. Why the hell would it not be? You know, it's never been bad weather until that exact moment. Thanks, game. How are you today? Honestly, I'm doing... I don't know, to be honest. I'm just kind of doing my own thing here. I've got stuff to do later. I have got stuff to do, which is why why I'm trying to make this a quick stream, but now I've gotten caught up trying to catch a convoy. So, yeah. I love convoys. I fucking love chasing these things. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing like that. I'm nowhere. Oh my god! How are you all so exhausted, man? What is this game? It's Silent Hunter 3, mate. It's basically a game where you play as a German submarine during World War II. and you look for merchant shipping in the Battle of the Atlantic. You sink ships, you get higher tonnage per voyage, right? So, you know, a ship like this, right? A small merchant earlier was 2,300 tons. That gets me renown, which is this game's currency, and that allows me to upgrade the submarine later, so that I have a better chance at fighting back the Allied advancements in their technology. I'm doing a challenge currently where if I die at any moment during the game, I restart all the way back at the beginning. I'm currently on the second voyage, which is currently on the October 27th, 1939. The game starts on September 1st, 1939, and ends on May 7th, 1945. About May 8th, actually. That's when you get the radio message, which is when I'm going to end the challenge. So I hope that answers your question. Anyway, bad weather. Haha. Of course, the luck is impeccable. I've had perfect weather this whole time. And now, the weather is garbage. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pissed off by that. I'm actually fucked off at that. Right, we finally get a convoy. No. No, we don't. AM is gonna be the same. I've got to sink something, man. I've got to at least get somewhere. Fuel reserves are going to be overstretched. This whole heaven. All heaven. But, you know. Is the weather still terrible? Yes. I'm going to have to go down to 2/3. Sometimes this game just throws a wrench in, and yeah, you really are just not going to have a good time. I can't believe that luck. I really can't. I've had absolutely brilliant luck this whole time, and the one time that I saved my torpedoes, fog. I wouldn't mind, but that convoy is literally behind me. It's behind me. It's so tempting, but I can't turn around because you can't see anything in fog. This is what you can see in fog. This is heavy fog. Alright, the distance that you can see is less than 100 meters. Alright, the torpedo's arming distance is 300. So it's like, you know, that's kind of not an option. Oh my god, you spotted a ship? Where? 17. Shit! Okay, so, you remember how I mentioned that the fog, you can't see fuck all? The good news is that the enemy ship can't spot you either. Oh my god. Oh my god. How am I going to get away from this? Okay, periscope depth.
Periscope depth, bearing 1.
Oh god. If it spots me, I'm dead. That's the end of this run. Because they have 5 4-inch guns and I have nothing to fight against them. I don't think they spotted me. Holy shit. That is both the luckiest and most fucking terrifying thing I've seen in a while with this game. Oh my lord. Holy. That is both the best and worst luck I've ever encountered. Good lord. I don't know how I managed that. Now we just need to stay at 32 until that destroyer leaves, and once it's left, yeah. That's my engine. That's a warship that's currently heading away. I've got nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. Alright, fair enough. I could technically shoot a torpedo at the V&W, right? That isn't, like, impossible. The problem is just... there really is just no easy way of doing it.
Yes, sir.
Because you'd have to lock on and continuously keep locking on and 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 on until you were further enough, but by that point you wouldn't be able to see the ship. So you just have to purely guess where it was. And it's just not a fun idea. It's just not a fun idea to put it bluntly. You know what I fancy? I fancy some pasta. But I can't cook any pasta because the oven we have has been out of action for like the last 4 days. I wonder if Mum cleaned the slow cooker. Yeah, I could do that actually. Cook. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that. Clean the fucking. What do you mean I've been spotted? How have I been spotted? Oh fuck! But like, I could clean the slow cooker, and then from there make some pasta. You'd be surprised at how good a slow cooker is at cooking pasta. It takes a while. I mean, it really takes a while. It takes like 3 hours in order to like heat everything up properly. But once it's heated, it takes like an hour to cook the spaghetti, and it works. It works surprisingly well. Yeah, I'm gonna cook myself some pasta after this. I'm genuinely, I fancy some pasta now. My gut is fucking killing me though. I will say that.
Yes, sir.
Right. Because my gut just hates me every day, all day, every day. I exist wrong, and my gut is like, oh, do you want some gut pain? And it's like, no, please don't. And it's like, haha, too fucking late for that, bucko. It's not fun. Anyway, enough about that. We got away from the destroyer, which is at least something. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, just to, yeah, my mic sometimes dies. So yeah, it's not a fun time. It happens a lot. Right? Sometimes my mic will just die, and that is everyone's eardrums gone. Like, you think me doing this and then screaming is gonna blow out your fucking drum? Yeah, no. I I'm encountering so many fucking ships, but absolutely none of them I can spot because the fucking distance. The convoy snuck past without even being spotted. That is actually heartbreaking. You know what? Let's just go through here, considering the fact that, you know, why not? I mean, if the weather's going to be fucking abysmal, we might as well take the shortest route home, you know what I mean? At least we don't have to worry about this fucking game going on for 17 hours. Alright, although I will admit that this has been a pitiful voyage, alright? A C2 and a small merchant. That is a joke, bro. Keep an eye on the weather. It never changes in this game, but, you know, might as well. Oh, wow, what the fuck? That was like point blank. God damn. What is that bug? Seriously, Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Following plotted course, yeah. How deep? 104 meters, that's not bad. Depth under keel is how deep it is. Wow, what a fucking genius. Absolutely perfect explanation. No one could have figured that out, Fred. But no, so it's important for when you need to dive, because if you dive too far, you will collide with the ocean floor. I definitely have never done that before. I don't even know why you would bring it up. Yeah, no, it's just terrible weather all around. This is a fucking phenomenal game. We sank 2 ships, and then the weather was like, ha, fuck you. And wow, gone. 2:40 a.m. 2 hours till sunrise. No, it's 3 hours. No, it's 2 hours till sunrise, so that's about an hour and a half, and then like... Anyway, we have left, we've gotten out, we've managed to survive. In no small part due to the weather, actually. This was a surprisingly quick voyage. Usually this game and its voyages last literally 100,000 years. But this voyage has been shockingly fast. Usually it can take me up to like 3 hours to complete a voyage, but this one has lasted literally about an hour, which is surprising. You know, it's started to dawn on me just how much luck actually plays into this game. Because it's like, for you to have a high tonnage amount of sunk or whatever, you would need flat calm seas, very lucky with encountering ships, and you would also have to have the ability to actually hit those ships. And sometimes your torpedoes will just give up on you. Right, so you'd also have to have a lot of duds that aren't. You'd also have to have a lot of torpedoes that aren't duds. Which, especially in the early part of this game, is fucking difficult, alright? Like, it's not even funny how difficult it can be. Like, man. So, it's like, yeah. Let me bring up the sensitivity a little bit. I can go all the way up to here. There's an immediate difference with the mic. I can see the audio level just go through the roof, and then if I go back down to normal, it's kind of like, you know, it's gone back to the middle. It's like, yeah, man, we chill like that. It's like, then you go to the middle, and it's like, ah! Told you I'd make you go deaf. What's that fucking noise? I have no idea why that happens. Like, the engine noises will just randomly switch, and I have no idea why. You also need to be careful with fuel, though, because it's like, sometimes if you fuck up, you might run out of fuel. I've definitely not done that before, but, yeah, it's not fun. You actually do have the ability to go back to port by simply clicking exit patrol and then go to base. But it leads to you losing everything in return, right? You lose all of the tonnage, you lose all of the ships being counted, everything is just lost in return, and you have to go back to port immediately. It's not a fun time, if you can imagine, but, you know, sometimes you just don't have another option because you're an idiot and you run out of fuel in the middle of the Atlantic. Why are you like this, YouTube? Why don't you like this? The streams come. Oh, for fuck's sake! The stream's current bitrate is fucking 5200. We recommend 2500. How about you go fuck yourself? Streaming on YouTube is a bitch and a half, I'll tell you. We're nearly home though, we're nearly home. We don't need to row much longer. Let's go to flank, it's not like we're going to run out of fuel. Look at that! Even if we do, we can just battery our way back, you know what I mean? Although, you do need to use the oxygen and the fuel from the diesel engines to actually recharge your batteries. But yeah, the max range of a Type 7B underwater with 3 knots is, if I remember correctly, about 60 kilometers. Meaning I would be able to just go straight into keel and dock. And if anything, I could just be like, hey, hit me, we need fuel. And then I can send a small little ship out, and then I can refuel just slightly, and then I'm like, alright, fuck off. How is there an enemy ship here? What the fuck? No!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, you're joking. Oh my god, don't. No! No, you aren't out of fucking fuel. No, the fuck you aren't! Let's just go to a head full for now, just to make sure that I don't actually run out of fucking fuel, because that would be awkward. We're running on the fumes now. Like, this is kind of like how a car works. It's like, you know, you have the fuel within the system already, and that's not counted towards the percentage of fuel you have left. So it's like, yeah. I can't believe that. We actually ran out of fucking fuel. What? Oh my god, we're out of fuel. Oh my god! Okay, the good news though is that we got to port. And it was still counted. Thank God for that. Oh my god, that would have been fucking bad. Oh, that would have been fucking awful. Oh my lord. Could you imagine if we had ran out of fucking fuel? That would have not have been a fun time. That would have really, that would have, no. That's what we call a certified not cool moment, you know what I mean? Going to go ahead and give, my, God damn it. We're gonna, you know, let's go with Radio Man. I usually give them Radio Man because it just makes it easier. Oh god. Well, that's the end of the patrol. Yippee! Fuck you too then. Alright, okay. I'm gonna see you guys later then. That's the end of that. And yeah. Bye.